Let's work some numbers here. Take a BMW X1 and its third generation, and what do you get? You get a 2023 Kelley Blue Book Best Buy Award winner in the subcompact luxury SUV segment. Want to know how I got there? Well, let's dive into it. This is the new redesigned BMW X1, an entry-level subcompact luxury SUV that's come a long way. It's now longer, wider, and looks sportier, almost like a shrunken version of its larger sibling, the X5, and that's not a bad thing. Its brawny and boxy look gives it a proper SUV appearance than that of the raised wagon look seen in previous generations. There's only one model of the X1, and that's the xDrive 28i. And yes, the xDrive means all-wheel drive is standard. What's not standard is the M Sport package that we have on our tester here, which I think looks great. It gives you an aerodynamic front bumper, black trim pieces, and a black functional grille. And it opens up the options for this nice looking matte gray paint job and some larger wheels. I mean, along with the new rugged look and boxy dimensions, there's a lot to like about the X1. Those boxy dimensions translate to some very workable cargo room. There's 25.7 cubic feet behind the second row, and folding those seats down will yield 57.2 cubic feet. I do wish the X1 had some buttons back here to fold down the second row seats, but it doesn't. So you know what that means? You gotta do it yourself. But I do have to warn you that these seats, they have a tendency to fold down kind of fast. So make sure you don't get smacked in the face. You've been warned. Inside the cabin, you'll notice even being an entry-level SUV in BMW's lineup, the X1 sure doesn't look or feel like it. Soft materials are laid through the cabin with hard plastics on lower portions, high touch points aren't flooded with piano black trim, and there's a quality fit and finish with no squeaks or rattles. These are the M Sport seats, and although they look great, they're a bit narrow, but other than that, they're comfortable, and I'm 6'4". I have plenty of headroom, leg room is good, and the steering wheel is highly adjustable, so that's a good thing. There's premium materials around, and the interior looks great. As far as storage, it's a bit of a mixed bag. You have some storage on the door panels, but for the center console, you open it up top, this is really shallow. And you have some space under the console, but it's open and it's kind of blocked on the passenger side. Other than that, let's check out the back, and I'm going to scoot this up because this is a subcompact SUV, and the back is made for shorter people. I'm 6'4", my knees are digging into the back of the seat, but I got plenty of headroom, and if I'm not sitting over there and in the middle, this is a no-go. It's pretty narrow back here, and the middle seat belt, it's gonna impede on the left passenger space. So yeah, middle seat, if I'm back here, is not occupied because I'm having a soft armrest down. I got something in the cup holders, and I'm enjoying myself because if I'm not sitting behind myself, it's actually pretty decent. I want to also point out the rear seats have a slight recline just to get a little bit more comfy. But overall, the interior has a modern upscale look. On info and entertainment duty is this large curved display with a 10-inch digital gauge cluster and 10.7-inch touchscreen using the latest iDrive operating system, which integrates HVAC controls and safety functions into the screen. Having functions integrated into the touchscreen isn't my cup of tea because it can be a distraction, and you have to use the touchscreen because there's no more dial for the iDrive system in the X1. But look on the bright side, you have this nice ledge for your inputs, the system is easy to use, and the screen is nice and clear. And you also have wireless charging down below, available wireless charging, and it comes with this nifty clip that keeps your phone in place. And if you need even more help, there's this. Hey BMW, find a restaurant.
Where should we go? Tell me the desired address or a point of interest.
Oh, we get choices. All right, let's do this.
Okay, I will have the results for you soon. I have found these 20 entries.
While on the quest for some lunch, let's talk power figures. The X1 delivers 241 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque from a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine linked to a dual-clutch transmission. As an improvement from the last generation, the bump in power translates to peppy acceleration and the fun driving nature you'd come to expect from a BMW. Power delivery in the X1 is adequate, but a couple things keep it from being great. Number one, the start-stop function. It is really clunky, and thankfully you can disable it in the menu. Number two is the off-the-line acceleration. Yeah, it's kind of laggy and it takes a beat to get up to speed, but once you get going, it feels fine. And if you want a more spirited ride, there's sport mode, and what that does is pump in a little bit more sound for enthusiasm while you're driving, and it also gives you a little more weight to your steering, and throttle response becomes quicker. And because this is the M Sport package, you have paddle shifters, so if you want to select your own gears, you can do that. And there's also a boost mode. If you hold down the left paddle shifter, it puts the X1 in its most aggressive setting for 10 seconds. So that means you got 10 seconds to do what you got to do and pass that one guy that's just been bugging you for the last 5 minutes. Yeah. The all-wheel drive system works great on the X1. Through corners, the small SUV feels composed and balanced, and the lack of body roll gives the driver more confidence to have fun with sharp turns. Even though this SUV looks more SUV-ish, the driving dynamics feels almost hot hatch-ish. Those are words, look them up. As far as fuel figures go, the X1 gets 25 miles per gallon in the city and 34 miles per gallon on the highway. Steering in the X1 is precise, albeit a little bit light, but you point it where you need to go and it's gonna go there. The suspension is a little firm for my taste, but it does give you a pretty sporty ride. You feel really comfortable throwing this into a corner like this. And I gotta say, these brakes feel amazing. They're progressive, they give you the right amount of bite at the top of the brake pedal. The cabin is relatively quiet. You do get a little bit of road and wind noise, but this can be as sedate or as aggressive as you want, just depending on what mood you're in. Standard safety features include front and rear parking sensors, blind spot warning with rear cross traffic alert, forward collision mitigation, and lane departure warning. However, if you'd like a 360-degree camera system, lane keep assist, and adaptive cruise control, those will be available for an extra cost. Pricing for the X1 now starts at $38,600 plus a destination charge, and that includes 18-inch wheels, LED lighting, power tailgate, dual-zone climate control, synthetic leather seating, USB-C ports, and a large curved display. For different styling aesthetics, there's X-Line and M Sport packages, and a long list of standalone features and optional packages which include larger 20-inch wheels, keyless entry, heated front seats and steering wheel, panoramic sunroof, 12-speaker audio system, head-up display, and remote start. When you're ready to purchase a KBB award-winning X1 or any other subcompact luxury SUV, go to kbb.com and get a fair purchase price. Click the link above for more details. Competitors in the subcompact luxury SUV segment include the Mercedes-Benz GLB, Audi Q3, Lexus UX, and the Volvo XC40. But the third generation of the BMW X1 is a Kelley Blue Book Best Buy award winner for a reason. With a strong engine, fun driving dynamics, a matured exterior with a good-looking interior, I say that little guy earned that award. Good job.